Check, check, check. 1, 2. Check the Wick. The Wick. From Boston. I'm from Boston. This is wicked. Wicked sandworms. Locals only. Moto 237. You're the first. What's up, brother? Typhoid. Let's go. Number 2. Let's see who the podium is. 1, 2. Brody Richards comes in with the podium. Trip, you just went out. 4th place. Redbud, what? Luca, last week, my man. Austin, what's up, my man? All right, guys. I'm gonna get into some of this stuff. I watched practice. I'm sure you guys did too. These are typically about 30 minutes or so, depending on how many questions you guys have. And I don't like to keep stuff too long. So track has Eli's name written all over it, dude. He looks so good. Yeah, I don't even know how you would ever pick against him. Like if you're a betting man, so there's no surprise that I'm taking Eli Tomac today. He's the guy, but I would not be shocked. Watch for this, guys. Sexton knows for a fact he's got to get some points from Eli. I wouldn't be surprised if Sexton takes the first moto and goes 1-2 for second overall, and Eli goes like 2-1 for first overall. And then I've got a bold prediction for number 3. Number 3, the Diesel. Dude, I'm telling you, Dungey has a fire. Dungey looks like a guy who is, check out the new shirt, guys. Boom. Dungey is, I mean, he looks, it was funny because last week he looked scared. Yeah, he admitted he's not good in the sand, but dude, he's good today. He's fast. And he also is a guy who knows what he has to do to keep Eli close. But Dungey, so last week he looked scared of Larocco's leap in practice. He just wouldn't pull the trigger, and then he just went savage and was jumping over everybody and hitting it in traffic and inside, outside. Oh, dude, when he blew by AP, I was like, oh boy, like I feel bad for AP. Like coming back to the truck after the guy that was retired just blows past you like that. Yeah, but anyway, I'm taking Dungey for 3rd overall today. He's on a mission. He's got cardio. He's got determination, and I'm telling you, the fire is back. Need the volume down, guys? Okay. How's that? Check, check, check. I'll move it down a little bit. Brody, we good? Give me a okay sign, or yeah, if I need to go lower. So yeah, and I tend to talk loud when I get, so it is what it is. Much better. Okay, perfect. Okay. Ken Roxanne. Roxanne is an absolute beast. I guess he was sick last week. And that happens. The dude's body is just, it's a mess. I mean, he's got metal. He's got Epstein-Barr. He's pushing to the absolute max. If you see the guy with his shirt off, he doesn't have like an ounce of body fat on him. And as much as people like that look is not your ideal cardiovascular. Like if you look at triathletes, they have a little bit of a layer of, I wouldn't say baby fat, but they're not shredded. It's almost like a reserve. If you have a reserve on your gas tank and you run out, you can switch it. But he's got so little body fat on Ken Roxanne that when he goes for that reserve, there's nothing there. He's just out. You're not ready. Listen, Luca, I believe it's okay if Roxanne goes 5.5 if he can fight hard. When you see him lay up and just let guys go, that's what's frustrated for me. I don't know. And then Max Anstey. Yeah, David Hilton, my man. What's up? Hey, by the way, I've got through part of I forgot about the thing you sent me. I'm going to get through your story. By the way, guys, David Hilton is an author. He's got a book, got some stuff out there. Look him up on Amazon. Great guy, moto enthusiast, and he's working on a story that I've got through the first couple pages, and I got distracted, but it was so good. I was like, oh. And I'm not a guy that reads a ton of long form stuff. So yeah, David Hilton. And by the way, David, your guy, Eli Tomac, he's the biggest Eli Tomac fan that I've ever met. And I think you're going to get a win today. Max Anstey. So this is one of the things about the sport that pisses me off. A lot of people know what's going on with his bike. They won't tell us. Why? Why won't they tell us? Because what that does is that leads us to speculate on different stuff. So now we're going to say, is it the clutch? Is it the bike? Is the Honda a piece of crap? Is it something similar to like what the Lawrences? If they just told us what they did and how it happened and why they, what they need to do to fix it, we're like, cool. Yeah, I don't understand the secrecy. It's not something that anyone else is. I'm sure it's whatever they're doing. HRC probably already knows. It's not like they're keeping a secret, and it's not like there's any privateers that are going to be a real threat on a Honda to Max Anstey. So it's silly. Jason Anderson, he was fast, loose, and I look for him to have one good moto and one bad moto. That's just what he does. J-Law. Yeah, he's not coming back. And that's probably a good thing. Like, let's keep the legend the legend. But yeah, Anderson have one good, one bad. I got him in 6th today. In the 250 class, typically I would say Hunter Lawrence. This is his track. He went 1-1 there last year. He in this deep sand, in this European type conditions, he's the best guy. The first 450 moto is back on NBC, just so you know, gain stage. So don't, yeah, K-Rock till he retires. I like K-Rock. He's awesome. But Jet Lawrence looked so good today. He had that same fire that I saw like in Ryan Dungey. Ryan Dungey is pissed. Jet Lawrence is pissed. He's going to go 1-1 today. I also believe that. Let's see who said that. Trip, you're also. Yeah, I would agree. He's not going to actually go. I'm telling you guys, the first moto, Peacock, which it was so weird how they did last week. It was the first motos where it's a complete shit show. And Davey Coombs did an interview with Vital MX. If you guys know body language very well, you'll notice he is a fucking liar. He is such a fucking liar. Watch him. As soon as he starts telling the lie, he starts rocking in his chair like this. A lot of these liars, they change, and they subtly try and tell you stuff. He says stuff that almost tries to insult your intelligence. Like he'll say, well, there is a war going on right now if you're not aware. So yeah, he should be sad. He fucked up so bad. He ruined the series, and he knows it's the most important year for this series. So Hunter Lawrence, I'm picking for 2nd, and man, for 3rd, I'm just like, I feel like I could just throw 5 guys, pull one, and that's how good I would be, just at picking it. But I had Hampshire there, but he didn't look that good in practice. So I think Justin Cooper. I don't know what was wrong with him at Redbud. Yeah, I think he's always good in the sand. He gets good starts. That matters at this track. You're right. Those liars absolutely hurt the sport. And the thing is all Davey Coombs has to say, the truth would set him free. Davey Coombs, if he come out and just said, listen, Peacock didn't work. We decided for the profitability of the series, because we paid them a large chunk of change, they did, to have that on Peacock, and then they would sell the advertising. And he told me it was profitable back when he was actually still talking to me. And they thought they could increase their profits by going straight with MAV TV. Well, unfortunately, I don't think that was a good breakup the way that went down. They couldn't even get the numbers from Peacock, is what he said. I don't know. I have a hard time believing anything. But he said they couldn't get the numbers. But I don't understand how you run the series for 10 years and you don't have any idea what the series does numbers wise streaming. So yeah, I paid 2 services to watch this thing this year, and I'll probably pay for 3 if they go 3, but that's just because they've got us by the balls because we love this sport so much. Davey Coombs asked McGregor for red panty night. Yeah, he probably did. Like, dude, the guy, and I feel like, and what Coombs also didn't anticipate by going to MAV only, you guys know the Red Bull deal was up last year. Red Bull went in again, but as soon as they saw that it went to MAV TV, they went, screw that. We don't want that. We need, and then right to losing their jobs, like, because he fired them because they made a bad deal. And they didn't have the right streaming numbers. So you're going to fire guys when you don't give them the right numbers to do this. It's just it was a scapegoat bullshit chicken shit move, and I don't like that interview, and I wish I could have done that interview. I would not have been nearly as softball as Michael Lindsay. I would have got to the point, and I would have called. I do call him. Like, I don't accept his stupid bullshit answers, and everyone else does. They just cower down to him. I wish people would stop doing that. The sport would be better off. But all he had to do was tell us the truth. Tell us they wanted to make more money. No problem. We get that. We're all capitalists. Make more money, and then and if it didn't work, come clean. Say, listen, we fucked up. It didn't work. We are sorry, and maybe get some money back. I don't know, but either way, it was an important year, and they screwed it up. Back to 250. So I got Jet Lawrence winning. I got Hunter Lawrence in second. I got Justin Cooper in third. And this was a tough one because the only reason I took him over Joe Shimoda, and one of you guys corrected me this week, Joe Shimoda, not Shimoda. It's Joe Shimoda. Joe Shimoda, he's on a mission. He's got tons of confidence. He could easily be third, but I just think Cooper's going to get better starts and he'll be able to hang on. And Shimoda is going to have to go through a lot of tear-offs today, I believe, unless he gets a start. So, yeah, Jacob looked pretty good. I mean, he looked like he might show up today. And then I'm going for fifth place, Max Voland. Max he's done pretty good. He's built all this whole year. Yeah, but I think Max is going to get fifth. And Norseman, Davey has done nothing to bring the sport to the next level. Well, I would I actually do disagree a little bit. So back when he acquired the series, which he basically stole the series, I don't know if you guys know that or not. So what happened was his dad created the NPG, the National Promoters Group, which was 12 promoters that all band together, similar to a union. And this is what Big Dave did. And Big Dave had them working together to make sure Supercross didn't overstep their boundaries and kept motocross healthy. Well, when he passed, things got a little sideways. Davey and his sister took over. Well, when they took over, the MPG group's like, well, we love and respect your dad so much that you guys just go be our representative. The series is up for sale. AMA is getting rid of it, and it will go to someone else. So Giuseppe was bidding on it. The last thing anyone wanted was Giuseppe to get it. So the MPG asked Davey and his sister to go bid for the MPG group at the auction or whatever, however they did that. Well, that's funny that he comes back and tells the MPG group, yeah, you guys, bad news, we didn't get it. Good news is I got it for MX Sports. And I was like, wait a second, you went there to bid for us and you bought it yourself? What? And I got this directly from Bud Feldkamp. They were completely betrayed. It was one of the worst things to happen to the sport. So, but yeah. Let's see. Questions, guys. Who do you guys think is going to win? SX and MX need to be its own private network. Yeah, why not? In this day and age, why wouldn't you? Yeah, why wouldn't you do that? Let's see. They hid your comment because it had some swear words in it, but I'm going to unhide it there because we're not censorship here. We're not liberals. We're not dumbasses. Yeah, it's so frustrating. Like, we wait all week to watch this race and then to struggle and find out the moto's going on without you. It's like there's a party and I didn't get invited. But yeah, Billy, awesome, man. I like that. Jet and Eli both for the win. I want El Hombre too. El Hombre is great. I've watched F1 my whole life and it's been so easy ever since I started to watch Southwick, but unstable reconnecting. I think I might have lost you guys for a second there. I apologize for that. Yeah, Wi-Fi. What can you do? Better than Map, so I'll give you that. So anyway, that World Supercross has already signed up a deal to do a similar reality show like the Drive Show on Netflix for Supercross, and they're going to follow these guys. They're going to give you full access. They're really going to your world about the outdoors will be fine. Here's the thing though, that World Supercross is only going to have 22 riders on each, 250 and 22 riders in 450. It's not going to affect all these people. What the outdoor series is going to be is it's going to be kind of a feeder provider series for future stuff. You're going to race this and hopefully get noticed by a World Supercross team to get involved. So yeah, I heard it glitched audio. Are we good now, Gain? Just give me a thumbs up or whatever. Mav Plus probably cut me off. All the liberals didn't like what I was saying. This economy scares the shit out of me. But this is what I've been preaching forever, and that's why the sport has to be standalone. The business model they're using right now, where they just use sponsors to pay for everything, and the riders have to pay for their own shit, and they just use it as exposure, just doesn't work. So, yeah, typhoid. The first moto is in. Actually, it's going to be. Is it 9:30? I thought it was 10. I could be wrong. I thought it was 1 hour from now. Um, but anyway, guys, hey, I'm going to let you guys go. If you got any questions, type them in there. And if not, oh, Styles. Dude, he is such a badass. I love Styles. Styles is one of the coolest kids to talk to. I say kid, he's in his 20s just because I'm an old dude now. Um, but yeah, Styles Robertson is an absolute badass. I can't wait to see what he does on the Star Yamaha. I think he's going to be one of these ambassadors for the sport, kind of like a Cole Seeley type that we just like, and he's good and he does these things. And I think he's going to be a great pro. I really do. So 1:30 Eastern time, so that'd be an hour and a half, I think. So anyway, guys, last chance for questions, and I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to go get a workout in before the race. Yep, Styles is going to Star Yamaha. It's already a done deal. So, and Brody, yep, we're going to try and do one of these every week. I like to do these pre-shows, just a little prediction show, and I love interacting with you guys. This is probably one of the more fun podcasts that I do, and I love the questions. Yeah. Let's see. Trip transport. Let's see. There goes the audio after the liberal remark. Yeah, shocker. As if they're not listening to me. My phone's tapped. We all know how the world works. No, I'm just kidding. And you know what's funny? So I did the whole FJB because I thought it was funny, the t-shirt. A lot of people were coming at me as a liberal. Or a liberal hater. I'm not a liberal hater. I am about as liberal as you could possibly get. But I don't force my shit on someone else. Like, I don't want someone telling me or canceling me because I don't want to do this or I don't want to do that. We all are our own individuals and we need to make our own opinions. And I'm tired of getting canceled because, say, I don't support a biological man swimming against women. They're different. They're different. Just because I don't support that doesn't mean I'm a bigot. It just means I'm looking at the competitive atmosphere. I'm also against using performance enhancing drugs. Like, not really, but I mean, if you're going to ban performance enhancing drugs, well, you got to ban people who grew up as a man and had testosterone in their body their whole life. It's just not fair. I wouldn't want my daughter to have to compete against that. But just because I say that doesn't mean I need to be canceled. And real quick, Masterpool. Masterpool this is a cool story, guys. He couldn't even find, because there's a shortage on bikes, because all the economy and gas and all that. Bought 2 used bikes. I'm sure he rebuilt them. I'm sure they're like new, but doing his own thing, no graphics. The graphics company offered to put graphics on there, but they're like, well, we don't have any sponsors, so we're good. We'll just keep it blank and kind of get more attention. And I think that's brilliant. And I think he's going to be top 10 this week. I like that family. I love how that family promotes safety. They've been through so much by losing the oldest son to a stupid accident at one of these practice tracks where they run pros and minis at the same time. And that's one of the things I'm big anti. Like, if you go to a road race course, you have to take a class before you jump on the track. If you go to a motocross track, you can go buy a 450, never rode in your life. You go to the track, nobody tells you anything. They just say, pull on over there. Nobody tells you hold your line. Nobody tells you what to do. And then you cause an accident and everyone yells at you. But there's no class to teach it. And I just think there needs to be more awareness. This sport is so dangerous done correctly. You just can't add stupid. So, and I like that the master pools do a very, very good job of trying to eliminate the stupid in the sport and protect the sport that we all love so much. So anyway, guys, so Anderson does well. Yeah, MX Nations. I don't know. How about you guys? Okay, I'm not a huge fan. Well, I love the MX Nations. I do. But I just think that it needs to be every 2 to 4 years. I don't think like Ryder Cup, Olympics. If you do it every year, it's just the World Championship. If you do it every few years, it has so much more. It just means a lot more. Could you imagine if it was every 4 years, and they just said, hey, this is your one chance in 4 years. Go get on the team and kick ass. We'd have all the best guys, and we'd have them stoked. We'd have them giving an effort. Whereas right now, it's every year. It just wears on these guys. It's not. It loses that ambiance of how important the race is and how to with your pride and your country pride. It's great, but it's oversaturated and it's a money grab. So I would like to see it every 4 years or at least every 2 years and give these guys a break. They ride for free. They do it for their countries. And that's not something to be abused, in my opinion. If you're going to have these guys who can make millions of dollars from their sponsors, and then they're going to go out and risk getting hurt, they deserve to have that a little bit better. As a European, every year. Yeah, but I'm telling you, absence Jake McDade. Yeah, I mean, it's okay to have it every year, but you'll notice the participation, and it just doesn't have. If you just tried it and took it every other year for a little bit and just see how it goes, I truly believe it would be a bigger event. It would have more prestige, and it would just be cool. So, yeah, every 4 years might be a little bit too far, but yeah, every other year, just like the Ryder Cup in golf would work. But right now, who would you guys have on the team? Right now, I would go Tomac, Anderson, and then I want Barsha on a 250. I love the way Barsha rides. I love the way he is that guy. What I want from my Motocross of Nations team is I want them to give their full effort. Barsha always gives such a good effort. He's just a savage out there. He reminds me of Jeff Stanton in that way, where he'll smash anyone. He'll do whatever it takes. He just wants the United States to win. And that's what you want out of that race. Jet, Tomac, El Hombre. I wish if Jet was an American, absolutely, I want Jet on there. Unfortunately, he'll be there for Australia. He is not American. Yeah, the flow is $6.99 until December. That's cheap compared to the 100%. Yeah, $100 people just paid. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to have to see where that goes. I'll probably cancel it right after the Outdoor Nationals because I get tired of seeing bills from every which way. So anyway, guys, okay, I'm going to go. Let's see. I'm going to check one last time for questions, and then I'm going to let you guys go. Let's see. Anderson over Sexton for the MX Nations. No, you know what? You're probably right. I would probably, yeah, that's a good one. I would go 50-50. I'd ask him. I'd go over and ask Anderson or Sexton, do you really want to go to the Des Nations? Do you want to go put your ass on the line? And if they say yes, then I go with them. If they say, well, I'll do it, but I don't want, because nobody wants to be the guy that bows out, but they have to, so they're all going to say they want to go. But I'd look them in the eye and say, listen, really, you don't have to. We'll just pick someone else if you don't want to. So, and I would say don't put Sexton on a 250 just because he's bulked up and he's a little big for the 250. So, okay, peace out, guys. You have a wonderful Saturday, and let's check out the Wick.